back in your slightly earlier career, 2011, you were, I believe, the Gold Commander for Avon and Somerset at the time of the then Bristol riots. Now, of course, there has been disorder, not just in Bristol, but other parts of the country for a number of reasons over the past handful of months. Do you look at the circumstances and the policing arrangements and the response nowadays and think, actually, there's lessons that were available in 2011 that perhaps need revisiting?
Well, 2011 was a fascinating. I mean, Bristol's a fascinating place. I was deputy at the time and picked up the command for the riots there. But we'd had a year earlier riots when there was an effort to open a Tesco store, and it was a proper disturbance then. So Bristol's got quite a sort of history of civil disobedience, and it actually goes back many years, back into the 17th, 18th centuries as well. So it's a fascinating city. But when I was 2011 was we, in a way, we had the benefit of seeing what was bubbling away elsewhere in the country, and particularly London. And I think we're all rusty with public order because it happens irregularly and rarely. And so when it happens, we're all having to relearn and rethink and get ourselves into the groove. And I do think you've seen a bit of it now, because it is a decade since those riots.
Yes.
And we are fortunate. We don't have much disorder of that sort. And it will happen. That's the nature of our societies. It will happen. And so certainly my experience and my learning was move in quickly. I'd seen very static lines in London and decided that my approach was going to be very dynamic. There's stuff that actually I'm not sure the tactics would wholly meet the right standards now, but certainly using dogs we used very liberally and kept people out of the city centre. And then when fires were burning and cars burnt out, we sent the fire brigade in at 3 a.m. to clear it all off the street so it didn't become an attraction to others the day after. And so
Let me just divert you this way a little, because I think now we've probably rejoined. Actually, no, not quite, but we do need to.
You're multitasking.
I'm trying to multitask
exemplary.
Here. Actually, Dad, this way should be fine. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, that's right. No, I think I made the point that I think keeping it.
No, sorry. This we are. No, we will get there. Sorry.
No. I think you've got. One thing about any public order, you've got to be very clear, decisive, and absolutely keep people on their toes if they're going to cause problems. But of course, then you've got to think about, if you chase them, where do they go? What's the contingencies around it are so dynamic.
Yes.
So mistakes will be made. I think, given we do it so rarely, we don't do it badly. But it's a challenge when we do.